The real question isn't how much it costs, but how fancy you want to get with it. So here is like my best attempt at answering this question. Some people homeschool for free. Some people don't buy curriculum. Some people spend buku bucks because they got it in the budget and they really value education, and they will spend thousands on the curriculum, and they'll spend more money on extracurriculars and co-op classes and all the things, right? They put their kids in like water polo or rich people stuff, right? So it's really up to your personal life and your budget. I would say, I think if you're going to go the route of like homeschooling 100% free, that's going to be more challenging, but it's not impossible. And I'll say, like, curriculum wise for my children, per kid, I never try to spend more than like $200 for the year. I find stuff on eBay. I didn't grow up in a family where you buy stuff new, so I'm like always checking what it is used first. And I end up like collecting things throughout the year, and then I try to reuse what we have. Or if I'm like, you know what, I bought this thing and I didn't use it, let's use it this year. That's kind of how I curriculum plan. So I would say if you're just talking about how much the curriculum costs, I would say, like, I think you can easily do it per kid, like in elementary school, less than 200 bucks a year. Now, if we're trying to do like co-op classes and extracurriculars and stuff, obviously that's stuff you'd be paying for when they're in school anyway. So that's just up to you and your family and how much you want to invest in those things. Also, full disclaimers, the age of your kid's really going to affect the cost of curriculum. You can get way better deals and free stuff when they're younger. Once you're in high school, you're going to be investing more money, but it really is just how much you want to put into any of this. I think more of the stuff we end up spending is like as we go throughout the year, I'll like want to buy a book, or I'll want to like sign them up for a class, or I'll want to sign them up for an extracurricular or take like a field trip. I think that's where a majority of our money comes from. The curriculum part isn't it. And then obviously if you're like a working parent and you have to factor in daycare or things like that, I don't even know how much that costs. So those are just a bunch of factors you have to take in. If I'm being realistic, I think I personally am comfortable spending $200 to $300 a month when you add it all up, but I don't think I've ever dropped that much all at once. So all that being said is, you make it what you want to make it. It doesn't have to be expensive, but it can be very expensive if you want a very expensive experience. If you're a homeschooler, would you drop your own budget in the comments, like what you think you spend on homeschooling, just to give people an idea? Because when people are getting started, they really want to know, like, what am I getting into?